Today is April 26, 2025. I'm a Nigerian transsexual homeless on the street, and I'm a victim of a crime whereby some NYPD and also New York City welfare police are joining with some black Americans to harass me at the welfare office. Those black American workers will spray me with air freshener and chase me away from the office. And I've been trying to apply for welfare since October, around October 2024. And I always have a way to menace me and tell me to leave the office. In October, when I first applied for the welfare, they told me their computer was down and told me to come back some other time, you know. And a female also came in there and she was saying she doesn't, she's tired of us foreigners, she's just sick and tired of us foreigners. And she was very xenophobic in a statement. And so they delayed me and chased me out of the welfare office that day and make sure I couldn't apply for. I've been trying to apply for welfare since 2010 when the city of New York evicted me from my home on Staten Island wrongfully. They vacated me from my basement apartment on Staten Island. So I've been trying to apply for welfare since 2010, and they in Harlem I applied, and they didn't let me get it that day in Harlem. So I waited for 15 years later to apply again because I was denied. I waited for 15 years to apply again. So I went to the welfare office in Brooklyn on October 18, 2024, and I signed in, but they told me the computer was down. It was giving me an error code, so I couldn't apply. They told me to leave their office in Brooklyn. Say their computer is down, should come back another time. So I went back in November. That's when they finally approved me. So I want my welfare to be backtracked to October 2024 when I first applied for welfare. And if possible, my welfare payment should be backtracked to 2010 when I applied in Harlem for welfare. So right now, I'm being harassed excessively. And anytime I go to the welfare office, I'm also trying to apply for shelter for domestic violence victims. Because apart from the New York City Housing Buildings Department vacating from my home in 2010 basement apartment, said it was an illegal basement apartment. Before that, I used to stay with somebody, and the person ran me over with a car and called the police on me, so I couldn't stay with them anymore. So I'm a domestic violence victim also. So I've been trying to get the welfare office to provide me with domestic violence shelter. And the black American workers, that wouldn't help me. They told me to call Save Horizon. So I called Save Horizon, and the Save Horizon said my case isn't serious enough. That somebody trying to run me over with a car and calling the police on me. And the person also stole my ID, my passport and my green card. They said that's not serious enough, so I don't qualify. So I was like, really? So then I got a letter from the welfare police saying, they're going to stop my welfare benefits. Somebody told them I moved out of New York. I'm like, when would this badgering stop? So the welfare police is joining with some black Americans to abuse me, as a homeless Nigerian. Don't want me to get nothing. So I'm trying to sue and sue and sue. And, I'm also trying to sue the police and New York City for kicking me out of my basement apartment in 2010. I'm also trying to sue U.S. Immigration because when I came into the country, I had a green card stamped with my passport, and they arrested me at JFK in 2000. That was 25 years ago, saying I wasn't qualified to be in America. I was wrongfully arrested. So some black Americans are really jealous because they can't get reparation for slavery, and they believe Africans sold them into slavery. So I believe these black Americans are acting out of jealousy, So they're harassing me everywhere. And I believe they are the ones also getting the welfare police. That maybe also be the one calling the welfare police to tell them I moved out of New York. They should stop my welfare benefit. Because anytime I go sign in for welfare, anytime I go to the welfare office, I always sign in on the computer. And some of the black Americans tell me, no need to sign in. I'm like, yeah, I want to sign in. I like everything official. I like everything documented. So, So they always tell me not to sign it. I was like, I want to sign it. And they wouldn't attend to me. So I believe that they've been working on a scheme to cancel my welfare benefits and claim I moved out of New York. But I always sign it. So this is why they sent me the letter. And also they steal my mail. You know, any mail I'm supposed to get this mailing address, I don't get it on time. Bank cards, So I believe there's a black American gang that just, want to kill me because they always attack me on the train also because I stay on the train at night. So I believe they want to throw me into the train track and make it look like I was depressed and because I wasn't getting any money and, and get the money for themselves. Because, I have family members that are into insurance fraud, life insurance policy fraud. I believe they may want to kill me and get these family members to get my benefits instead once I'm dead. So I believe they may be this Black Americans gang may be planning a homicide disguised as a staged suicide. They come into the train late at night, they be staring at me, trying to punch me. And I heard there was an Indian girl that was killed, and her family alleged it was a suicide. It was a homicide. They said this girl came all the way from India to America, and she used to complain. I don't know if she's from India, she's from South Asia, maybe Bangladesh. She said they used to make fun of her in school, and one day she didn't come home from school. And the police contacted her family that she jumped, she was on the train, and they found her body on the train track. And her mother said this girl wouldn't commit suicide, but she always said they harassed her at school. So I believe this Black American gang wants to attack me on the train and throw me into the train track and claim it's suicide. But they want to badger me so much. So this has to be investigated. New York City Department of Investigation, you don't help me either. I've been contacting you. Please investigate the welfare police. Send this mail saying they got information I'm out of New York, because the Black American workers at the welfare office always call the welfare police on me to tell me to kick me out. And sometimes also the Black Americans will call the police on me in the bathroom, and also some of their workers will try to choke me in the bathroom. Anytime I try to use the park bathroom, New York City Park's bathroom. And I heard a Venezuelan was killed by a Black American who shot him in the park, saying, he was sleeping in the park. So I believe they're planning to kill me. Even a white lady was laughing, saying, we're going to make you cry and cry and cry like a baby on the train today. So sometimes I will sometimes I will record videos crying. I believe they're doing it on purpose, abusing me. They want me to be recording videos crying, and I think they were trying to push me into the train track one day. And even a Black American guy tried to push me into the train track in Berridge Avenue. This was last year. So I believe they're trying to commit, and this is why they try to frame me up as crazy. I've also been arrested 2019, put in a psych ward by the police, and they misdiagnosed me as depressed. I'm not depressed. My mother was also killed. My daughter's friend mental illness on her in 2015. My mother wasn't depressed herself. So I believe that my daughter's Bolali and Flora may be working with a Black American gang, and they just want to dirty up my image and and make me look like I'm crazy and I died of suicide. So I'm not suicidal. I want to get justice. I believe the future is bright for me. I've been through so much in Nigeria, so I came here. I finally have a green card. I'm living my dream, really. So I'm not suicidal. Any African would love to have a green card. My mother was killed. I don't like that, but I was old when she was killed. I was already 30s, and my mother always told me, "I want you to be." I was staying with my mother for a long time, and she was telling me, you got to be independent. You're a big baby. You're 30-something years old. But so my mother was also trying to get me to be independent. So by the time she was killed, I was already 33. So I was old enough. So my mother was saying, our fear was that, because I was always staying with her, I was never independent. She was fearing if she ever dies, I won't be able to survive. And she was saying, her daughters was also telling her that she should kick me out, that I'm too old to be staying with her. But my mother, she allowed me to stay with her, but her daughters was also telling her to kick me out. So sometimes she would also call the police on me and frame mental illness on me. So I had a lot of time where the police would come and take me to the mental hospital in St. Vincent and Stein Island, and they would test me, find I'm okay. So the mental hospital, St. Vincent Psychiatric Hospital, told my mother, if you call the police on this child one more time, we're going to arrest you for abuse of an immigrant. So it was my mother's daughters that was telling her. her to do that. And finally, in 2015, those daughters lied on my mother that she was crazy and locked her up in the psych ward. And my mother was so angry that she collapsed and died in Bellevue Hospital. You know, so and also in 2019, 4 years later, the police arrested me and locked me up in the psych ward. The way I was arrested that day, I believe somebody, bribed those police. I don't know if it's my mother's daughters, but my mother said daughters are part of a gang. So now, they always arrest me, some black Americans in the welfare office also, you know, to arrest me and deny me welfare. You know, like I showed, you earlier, in my email, let me show you again. Let me try and pull up my email. You know, I applied for welfare in October 2024, and they told me to leave that office, that the computer is down. So they can't process me that day. So they told me to come back another. So I went back in November to apply, and this is when they started spraying me with air freshener. So they finally approved it in November, but delayed me for no reason. The computer wasn't down, and even if it was down, they should backtrack my pay back to October. So now the welfare office sent me a letter from the welfare police saying they got information I moved out of New York. So I've been getting harassed also if I try to use the bathroom. The black American workers in the bathroom call the police on me. So I believe they want me to be poor, not have any money, not have any food stamp, and be dirty, so they can push me to the train track late at night. I always sit by the emergency door, and some black Americans always come and harass me, be staring at me late at night. I believe they want to overpower me and throw me into the train track late at night and make it look like it was suicide. So they say there's some homicide disguised as stage suicide. So I believe these black Americans are working with my mother's daughters. This one being abused excessively. So please, welfare police, it's not going to work. I'm not suicidal, and if you ever get me killed, you're a black American gang, you'll all be arrested. So this is my proof that I'm still in New York. This is my oh my goodness. Let me show you again. This is let me turn the light on, the flashlight on. Oh, the flashlight's not working. So this is my emblem card. Emblem Medicaid card. Emblem health insurance card, rather. It's not so light here. Let me try and turn my flashlight on. I'm almost on the street, but I have a flashlight on my other cell phone, so I'm gonna try and turn my flashlight. So I'm making the best of my situation. It's been raining heavy. I have an umbrella, so I'm not suicidal. Okay, so it's not gonna work. So okay. I have only two hands, so I'm turning my flashlight on. So this is my emblem card. I have a healthcare card. So don't cancel my healthcare card. Don't hate on me. Welfare police, don't hate on me. I'm still in New York. I got your mail. They always steal my mail, so I don't know why I even got it. But I always fight back. I've been trying to get the mailbox arrested. They call them locker box. Eric Adams is the mayor, and I always criticize him also. So they always steal my mail. They never deliver my mail. I'm surprised when I got his letter. I love my mail. I never get it. My bank cards, when they mail it, I don't get it. So this is my healthcare card, showing I'm still in New York. So this is the mail. So this is the envelope. So I want this investigated by Department of Investigation. So you welfare police forward my this video and evidence to the Department of Investigation. I want your superior to investigate this. I have videos on YouTube also. Documenting that when I got here also there was some, these are the videos. It's like 6 videos really. All the April 26, 2025 videos I recorded since I got here to the phone booth on Flatbush Avenue Extension, and I'm at the phone booth here, Flatbush Avenue Extension and Fulton. So some black Americans make caricature of me. They spray me with air freshener. They said the whites used to do to the black Americans, make fun of them. say they smell the black American slaves. They say they smell. So a guy was riding his bicycle around, carrying something on his head, like Africans, will carry something on our head. So they've been making fun of me. So I believe it's part of their joke because Trump has been deporting people with green cards. So they went and sent me a letter. They went for police like I've been deported or something. So they got information I'm out of New York. So this should be investigated as a xenophobic joke. I've not been deported yet. I have a green card. I criticize Trump a lot. And some NYPD guys have been taunting me, you're going home, you're going home. I've been reporting some NYPD guys saying that. So the welfare police now sent me a letter. I don't know if they're praying a satanic prayer to say I'm out of New York. They got information I'm out of New York. No, I'm not out of New York, I'm still here. Until Trump deports me, I'm still here. So please, New York City Department of Investigation, investigate why the NYPD welfare police you got 20 me and some black Americans. Where a black American guy was carrying something on his head and riding his bicycle all around, and people were horning their horn because it was blocking the way. So it's caricature. They said that some whites used to make fun of Aunt Jamina and black Americans. The Hollywood, used to make fun of black Americans like that. So everything so it's quite a reverse discrimination. Everything the whites did to black Americans, their descendants are now attacking at the welfare office, say they run New York, with Eric Adams, the mayor, is a black American also. So their police are sending me fake letters saying they got information out of New York, they're going to cancel my welfare. So, since 2010, I've been trying to apply for welfare. I was vacated by the city of New York, and there's a court order since the 1990s that anybody vacated has to be given special assistance, extra welfare benefit, and also they made me take my mask off to take a picture at the welfare office. I'm a transgender, transsexual, but I wear my mask because I have facial hair. I haven't got my laser surgery done. Since I'm homeless on the street, I can't shave. They don't let me shave. So I have facial hair, so I wear a mask. So the welfare office told me to take my mask off. I said no. You allow Muslim women to wear a veil. I said I have body dysmorphia. My my face doesn't look real feminine. So I wear a mask. They told me no, you have to take your face off. Yeah, and they'll be playing love songs at the welfare office and say you look like a man. Be proud of yourself being. I said I'm a female, and the welfare police will call me a man. They call the welfare police on me anytime I tell them I'm a female. So they're sexually harassing me and sending me letters that I'm out of New York, and my welfare will stop. So this harassment by the police. Please don't take my Medicaid away. I need my medical insurance. I need my food stamp. I don't want to cry because I don't want to be killed and claim I'm depressed. I'm not depressed. And the black American guy carrying something on his head, riding his bicycle. I don't know if it's black American or not. I suspect it's black American. Since I got here, they were playing rap song and the guy was blocking my way. Yeah, the police camera here we recorded Flatbush Avenue and Fulton. And as soon as I walked by, the guy left also. The guy that was blocking my way. They were playing a rap song. Fabulous. I don't know, a rapper. I sometimes see me in Brooklyn, but sometimes I beg for money. He doesn't give me no money. He just has this mean face in his face. I don't know what is going on. So they love their rappers. I see them, but they always have this mean face. I love that. I don't know what is going on. Because I panhandle and they do, I always beg people for money. Some of their rappers will come, I won't give you nothing. They'll have this mean face look. So it's kind of weird because a lot of Africans listen to rap music in Africa. They say some of the black Americans don't like the fact that Africans are now rapping also. So a lot of African musicians are getting Grammy awards. They're doing hip hop, the African way called Afro hip hop. So they believe they're stepping into their market. So a lot of their rappers. I think that Fabulous has a store called Kit. So I always walk this area, I buy this area, I always sing him. And it will give me a mean look. I don't know what that is about, but whatever. Someone was playing this song and was blocking my way. Was playing this rap song. And the black American guy was carrying something on his head and riding a bicycle. So I don't know if that's caricature. And the guy came and spit. So I recorded most of it. So this has to be investigated by New York City Department of Investigations. They don't help me either. So I don't want to be killed. I'm disguised as suicide. I'm trying to get my mother's daughters arrested also. So please, I need domestic violence shelter, and I need my food stamp and financial assistance backtrack to 2010. If you don't want to back, because I first applied for it in 2010, and didn't approve me. So I reapplied in October 2024, and they told me their computer was down. So I reapplied in November. So I need to be backtracked. back paid, for all these years or all these months. So this is what's going on.